Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Finally, Android 17 Beta 1 is here. I was already working on Android Canary 2602 video, but I left everything to talk about Android 17 Beta 1. But if you still want to know what's new in Canary 2602, please let me know in the comments. But for now, let's talk Android 17. Starting with the update size and build number, I will show you this information on the 9 Pro XL as my 10 Pro XL is currently updating. The size is 828 megabytes and the build number is CP21.260.116.011.b1. And now let's take a look at the new features. Right off the bat, let me tell you that Android Canary 2602 has more features than Android 17 Beta 1. But anyways, on the left I have Android 16 QPR3 Beta 2.1 and on the right I have 17 Beta 1. The first change you will notice here is the redesigned Google search widget, and the most exciting change is the ability to customize it. Finally, Google gave us the option to customize the widget. All you need to do is to tap and hold on it, then go to the widget settings. This settings page matches the one we have under the Google App Search widget. It looks exactly the same. So simply Google replaced the native Pixel Launcher search widget with the Google App Search widget, and as you see, both look exactly the same. So what you can do here is you can choose between different styles. You can choose light, dark, or custom, and here you can set whatever color you want. Plus you have the ability to change the transparency. You can make it more transparent or more opaque using the slider, and then you can choose one extra shortcut to add to the list. So for example, you can choose any of these shortcuts as you see now on the screen. The second advantage you will get with this new widget is the better animation. So for example, when I tap on this one and go back to the home screen, you can see that the animation is not connected with the widget, while currently it works with the widget, which looks more refined. But unfortunately, you still don't have the option to remove it, unlike the at a glance widget that's currently removable. And for some unknown reason, the pause app feature seems to be missing with this build. So for example, when I tap and hold on both, you can see here in QPR3 Beta 2.1, I have the pause option, while here I don't have it. Plus, I don't also see it in the recent apps screen. The pause app feature is completely gone with this beta of Android 17. So that's it with the home screen. Now let's talk about the quick settings. When you start the screen recording and then hit the start button, you'll notice here that the status bar clock will automatically show the seconds, which wasn't the case before. Other than this, both work exactly the same way. The second change we have in the quick settings is the updated brightness slider. You will see here that it's bigger than the previous one, but looks exactly the same. And the third change is the different color for the location indicator in the quick settings when expanded, and the same applies to the dot at the top right corner. So that's everything new in the quick settings. We still didn't get the option to separate the notification shade and the quick settings panel like we've seen in the Android 17 leaks video. So let me show you some random tweaks here and there. The first one is in the volume slider. You see a brand new icon for the volume panel, but both still look exactly the same, no difference. And by the way, when you play any song, the same waveform icon remains with Android 17 Beta 1 as well. The second change is related to the Gemini animation. So if you have the option to swipe to invoke assistant activated under your navigation settings, now you will see the shrink animation when you do the corner swipe, which wasn't the case before. Before jumping to the next chapter, let me show you the latest wallpapers added to the Wallpapers by In-Depth Tech Reviews app. I added more than 60 new wallpapers to the collection. So if you want to get your hands on these exclusive wallpapers, you will find Google Play Store download link in the description. And now let's get back to Android 17. And now it's time to talk about all the new changes under settings. The first change is the more compact menu items to save some scrolling. And a good example of this is the display and touch settings. As you see, this section is smaller in Android 17 Beta 1, which makes more space for the items to show on the screen without too much scrolling. The second change is also under the display and touch menu. When you go to the screen resolution, you will see the same tutorial we got in Android Canary a while ago, explaining exactly what's the difference between max resolution and high resolution. Max resolution will show you a clear image, while the high resolution one will show you a pixelated image, to give you an idea about the difference between the two instead of the static image we used to have. The next change is under the security and the privacy menu. When you go to privacy controls and then health connect, you will see a lot of differences. First, the recent access section is now called your health apps. And from here, you can change the access of any app by tapping on this plus button. And here you can allow the access. And once you do so, it will remove the plus next to the app. And that's why we no longer have the app permissions menu item. Also, the view all button is now called see more health apps. Then we have the data access and recent access grouped together in one header, which is called your health data. Recent access used to be a separate section in the previous version. And then we have devices along with manage data grouped together. Back to the security and privacy page, then privacy dashboard. The see other permissions button now has a rounded design. And the last thing to compare is the parental controls page. You will see multiple differences between the two. First, we no longer have the controls for this phone toggle at the top. But now if you want to turn off the parental controls, you need to go to manage parental controls pin, which used to be called manage your pin only. When you go inside here, you will see the option to delete and turn off the controls, which was previously delete pin only, because you can turn off the feature from here. But currently, if you want to turn off the feature, you have to delete the pin along with it. Not only this, but we got a brand new option for the App Store filters. When you tap on it, it will ask you for the pin. Then you need to tap on the Google Play Store item. It will take you to the parental controls within the Google Play Store. From here, you can choose what type of apps, games, movies, and everything. By turning on the switch, it will ask you to set up a pin. So let's put the pin twice, then hit OK. Here you can adjust the apps, what type of apps you want to activate or deactivate. Then you have the movies, then the TV, and finally the books. So these are all the new features I spotted in Android 17 Beta 1. Now let's talk about my experience with the stability and the performance while filming the video. Starting with the stability, it's about the same as QPR3 Beta 2.1 Android 16. Everything works as expected. Thankfully, no major bugs or issues. It's even slightly better than QPR3 Beta 2.1 in some areas. No sluggish performance or stutter like I used to have on the same phone with Android 16 QPR3 Beta 2.1. But when it comes to the performance, to me it seems business as usual, no major difference between the two. But it seems like Geekbench 6 has a different opinion because the numbers are slightly disappointing. When it comes to the CPU, I got 4069 for the multi-core and 1371 for the single core, which is a lot lower than the previous numbers I got on the same phone with QPR3 Beta 2.1. I used to get 5856 and 2286. When it comes to the GPU, there is almost no difference. I got 4574 up from 4515. On a side note, I do recommend watching my upcoming video about Android Canary 26.02 as it includes most of the new features I showed you in Android 17 Beta 1 and a lot more. Maybe Google decided to give Android Canary the edge over all other update cycles when it comes to the new features, and that's why it's very important to watch Android Canary videos if you want to know about the latest and the greatest features coming to Android in general. So that's pretty much it for today. These are all the new changes I wanted to show you on Android 17 Beta 1. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. But for now, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.